Little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up best they can. Jackie gonna be a football star. Something, something, something in the back seat of Jackie's car. Well, guys, it's impromptu meeting day. Yeah, we're gonna have ourselves a little hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I'm not gonna rant. I'm just gonna have a little meeting. Guys, I don't know. It's unsanctioned, just like the Jack and Diane did. He's probably your criminally copyrighted, poorly clip of the day. This is an unsanctioned 12-step meeting. I don't know if it's Depression Anonymous. I'm open and active membership. I don't know if it's Alcoholics Anonymous. I have an open and active membership. I just ate a couple ribeyes. OA, I got you covered. SAA, everybody knows what that means. I got you covered. Loser Anonymous. That's what I feel like today, guys. Hey, what I'd like, I'm going to ask for subscribers for once. I must suck at this, right? I must really suck at this. Let me tell you why. Nobody listens to this YouTube. And I don't even care about who listens to it anymore, and worried that my foul language or my foul attitude on any particular day might just get out, because just don't give a shit today. So yeah, I believe in the 12. I believe in the traditions. I believe in the steps. I've worked them all. I've got journals inside to prove it. Okay, so yeah, anonymity, higher power. Let's get to share time. Let's get to share time. So today, guys, I just want to go ahead and get current. I am feeling rather depressed. My depression has kicked in. I don't know if anybody else has ever felt this way, but I suffer from a major depressive episode disorder. And that means nothing to most of you who get depressed. But what that says is at times in my life, I've been super depressed, big time. And I don't ever want to go back there. So I go to these meetings and I tell them that I'm hungry, and I tell them that I'm lonely, and I tell them that I'm tired, and I tell them that I'm angry. So I'm going to tell you guys today, and I'm actually going to ask for subscribers, because not even my wife listens to this. My nephew came to my YouTube site. He's going to be a filmmaker, at least he's studying film, and he didn't even subscribe to this channel. So don't worry about getting known for being a depressed person because you go to Cambo. His meetings, his impromptu 12-step meetings that cover all the bases, because he wants to share it all. Don't you dare worry about coming here and subscribing to being a sex addict or being a food addict or even sitting here with a daggum bottle of wine. I don't care. I don't care. So come on above, subscribe down below. I'll try to do this professionally. And what I want you to do, I don't care about the subscriptions. What I do care about the comments. I'm trying to start a new podcast. I have a couple of podcasts. I won't name them. They haven't went real well yet. But I'm trying to do another one just because I'm hungry, angry, lonely, tired, sitting at home with my 11-year-old waiting on school to go back. And that involves what I do for a living as well. So I'm just kind of waiting on fall to come around, sitting around bored, and really feeling lonely. Why am I lonely? I want your comments to know if you feel the same as well, and I'd like to make new friends. I'd like titles for my new podcast, based on hungry, angry, lonely, tired, based on impromptu 12-step meeting. Uh, and based on sharing true honesty and how we're doing and getting current right now, this very second, guys. So, comment down below. Give me a title. Give me a good title. Give me some. Give me some ideas on what to say, how to format it. I'd love to hear another depressed person's advice. I'd love to hear another alcoholic's advice. I'd love to hear the advice from the guy that's sitting at Joe's strip club in Iraq right now. Are there strip clubs in Iraq? I don't know. That's a question to research. That's something to be pondered. Hey, if you're Iraqi out there, can you leave me a comment down below? Tell me there are strip clubs in Iraq. If they're not sanctioned, I am absolutely sure they exist. They're just probably in little cubbies and corny holes. But cornholes, or cubbies and corners, and probably little holes in the wall. That was the combination of those three words. You see, cubby, corners, holes. Anyway, so feeling real lonely, and leave me comments. I've never done anything to piss people off. I really haven't. I try to be an encourager. It's in my heart to do that. It's in my heart to share with people like this. I'd love to chat with people online and do interviews and get to know your story. Uh, I don't know where that came from, but really, my issues today, my getting shared today is loneliness. I really feel lonely. I'm married, but my marriage feels lonely. Can you believe he just said that on YouTube? My wife doesn't even go and watch my YouTube videos. That's where I'm at. Um, I've sent this out to 4 or 5 people that I trust artistically, and I've said, "Hey, can you possibly just give me a quick critique of of these and tell me where I need to go and what I need to do to be a better encourager, to show more Christ, to show more God, to be a spiritual leader for people of all." People that are seeking in all directions a higher power, no matter what that is. Um, and none of them have even taken the time to watch the video. So I got a real issue right now with most of my preacher friends. Um, Originally, I started this out with a dude named Billa. Billa's a college buddy. He's never he's never come on board. I guess he's down to um, my younger brother. We used to talk all the time, but I think he's just tired of hearing me bitch. My older brother, I never have any contact with him. I used to be good friends with my mom. She's late stage dementia. That makes me lonely. I have an older daughter who's been incarcerated for quite some time. I talk to her, but it's just her phone call, and that makes me feel lonely. My younger daughter, who I'm here with, she is growing up and growing out of her "Daddy, I love you" and more into her Roblox "I really love you." I think she's definitely going to have a addiction problem to games, which I'm cool with. You know what? Uh, if Roblox has to be my babysitter, then so be it. That pisses a lot of people off, but honestly, if she's at peace, if she's enjoying it, and it's not harming her, then you know what? Go for it. Play your video game for 10 hours a day. As long as you're going into middle school knowing what you're doing and you're working on social skills and such, I don't. It doesn't bother me. My marriage feels very lonely. Isn't that sad? Comment down below if you ever felt the same way. Um, uh, she's busy. She cares. She saved my life before, literally. Um, but it just feels lonely. We never talk. She doesn't have an interest in any in-depth talk. Um, I've shared with pastors who used to be friends. They never respond. I've shared with old high school buddies. We're just in a different world now, so they don't really listen. So, you know, if I'm not uh, if I'm not sitting home with my 11-year-old alone, then I'm alone. Period. So I really feel creatively dead sometimes. I don't know if any other artists out there feel like they have a need to create something, be that a performing art, a piece of music, a skit, or a fine artist. If you have the need to bead. Did I pick my ear again on camera? You guys love it when I do that. You always make comments. But anyway, the need for speed. So my wife's an artist. She loves to bead. I have painter friends, but I feel creatively dead. Um, and I think that's only because of loneliness. 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 I am currently not, as we speak, physically hungry. I just had a couple really good steaks, which I don't do very often. But I've been trying real hard to be a little healthier since the pacemaker, and staying pretty keto, staying pretty protein. But I am hungry for other things. I'm spiritually hungry. Does anybody else ever feel that way? Tell me if you do. Tell me what you're spiritually hungry for. Um, and if we're in agreement that there's something more out there that I'm looking for. Half the time, I mean, I'm uh, totally committed to Christ, but I don't know about my Christianity because I've been to a ton of different churches and been active in church and Christianity my whole life, and most of the Christians that I've gotten to know are just jerks sometimes, and I hate that. That pisses me off because I don't think there's any better way to prove that Christ exists and God is love by showing love and care and concern for others. Um, Christians I know just walk away from people. I mean, they just, they want to grow numbers um, that come. They want to grow numbers that they can record as salvation, souls saved, or whatever that may mean. But no one wants to show up to a neighborhood or a city or a rural area or a poor area to do anything other than give them water. No one wants to listen. Christians don't want to hear Debbie Downers. Christians don't want to hear that people hurt. Most Christians don't even give a crap about Joe up the street who's in pain. Um, so hungry. Yeah, hungry, spiritually, really, really hungry. Trying to figure that out, trying to figure those things out, knowing what to do and how to help others. I really want the podcast to be about me listening to others and sharing that with them or for them so others that feel lonely or hungry or angry or tired can share that. Tired today. I want to get current on tired. Um, Tired is my health. I went. Is anybody else? Sorry guys. I'm not trying to show you my boobs. I'm just trying to get this a little higher up so my neck doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? So, has anybody else um, ever went to the doctor and felt unheard? I mean, I've went to this lady for a really long time, and she's a really good doctor, but she's missed a couple things for me, and I'm just tired. My pacemaker makes my heart feel great. You know, I'm ready to go jogging and ride bikes and all that. But that encouraged heartbeat, that increase in oxygen, that increase in energy, hasn't really done much for tired. I do have more physical energy, but I'm just tired. You know, I'm tired. I don't know if I middle life crisis depressed or anything else. Please, if you've felt this way before, share it down below because that tells me that I'm not alone, and it lets you know that somebody else cares. Somebody else feels the same way you do. So if you've ever just felt tired, if your body hurts, like I'm tired, I've got had a knee replacement. I have this broken foot that I live with daily called sarcoma tooth, which is causing me to wear a huge boot, prosthetic, orthotic. My cervical spine is wasted, which makes my thoracic spine in a lot of pain, and that's degenerative disc disease. And I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just letting you know I'm tired. I'm just sharing tired. Um, and then I have the pacemaker that's healing. Both of my shoulders are shot. Uh, some jackass ENT put a tube in my ear, which has done nothing but make me deaf in my freaking ear. And that's been 3 months, and I don't have time to see a doctor every other day of my life. I wish I did, but I just don't. But there's so many things I need to see a doctor for, and that makes me tired. Uh, the financial circle makes me tired. It also makes me angry. Angry, I'll get to in a moment, but hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Finances make me tired. Um, I pay all my bills for my wife. I do. I manage all that stuff, and was even a banker for quite some time, and have had some harder times a lot recently because of my wife's health and my older daughter's behaviors legally, and um, so I'm tired. Not only tired of managing finances, but I'm tired of being poor. COVID-19 has made me especially poor because my job has never came back, and kind of curious if it's going to. Tired because I lost my business due to health conditions about 5 years ago, 3 years ago actually, two. I don't know, but I'm tired. Don't sleep very well, even though I love Ambien. Anybody else love Ambien? Comment down below. Let me know I'm not alone. Zolpidem is a good drug, folks. I know it makes people crazy. It makes people wake up in the middle of the night, not remember it. They go out and they open locked doors and go for little jaunts through the neighborhood and don't remember it. Do mean or funny things to people. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Ambien, I don't think I'd have made it because Ambien does me well. Does me well. But I still haven't been sleeping good, and that makes me tired. Um, Angry. I just want to get current on angry, guys. Does anybody else get angry? I try my best to not show it. You're supposed to be able to let this out somewhere, and I have a punching bag right next door in my what used to be my kids' playhouse, but now is my kind of workout room. I have a nice heavy bag, and kicking it is supposed to help me, but it doesn't. Um, I'm just angry a lot. I'm angry at failure. I'm tired. Does anybody else ever feel like a failure constantly, whether it's financially, sexually? I feel like a failure sexually. How's that? Well, my wife and I are just abstinent because of my choice. I acted out so poorly for so long that abstinent had a line drawn on it, and she'll kill me for sharing that in public, but I just don't give a shit anymore. Is anybody else there? Um, I might name the podcast Is Anybody Else There? I thought of miscellaneous bullshit today, but I guess there's already a podcast called Miscellaneous Bullshit. I went and checked it out. I won't say anything, but maybe Miscellaneous Malarkey or Let's Share or Impromptu Unsanctioned 12 Step. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But really, what I want to do is have a meeting every day, unsanctioned, I want to sit. I want to hear you guys' comments where you'll type honestly to me and share, share like you would at a 12 step. I read an article just last night, and I think it was on a liberal website. I don't really remember, guys, but it was from a pastor, a writer who um, said that he wasn't an alcoholic, but he wanted to discover a meeting because so many of his friends went to meetings. Some of them went to Depression Anonymous. Some of them went to Overeaters Anonymous. Some of them went to Sex Addicts Anonymous. Some of them went to Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Marijuana Anonymous. He had friends all across the board, and he's like, why are these guys and gals embracing this 12-step thing? What, what's in it? Because I'm a Christian, and I don't understand why all my friends want to go to 12-step meetings rather than church. So he went, and he become a 12-stepper, almost addicted to meetings. And here's why. He said because there's no other place than a 12-step meeting where he's seen people be as brutally honest as they are at a 12-step meeting. Guys, sex act meetings are sex act meetings are brutal, brutal. Guys and gals come in there in deep, deep, deep pain because of their behaviors, and some of those behaviors are just crap. I mean, they're just crap. No one wakes up one day and wants to be an addict of anything, but the honesty that comes out in those meetings fascinates me. Fascinates me enough to come on here and say, screw anonymity. I don't care. I'm not blacking out my face. Man, there's a guy I mean that says if you take a quarter and spin it around on this table, he could get addicted to it. And that's me. That's me. Um, I didn't ask to be that way, but I am. And 12 step meetings are the greatest place to be honest. So, I love that. And that's what I am trying to share here. Originally, I wanted to get creative. I wanted to do some marketing. I wanted to do some fun skits, but I'm so alone that just never worked out. So instead, what I'm going to do is share. I'm going to get current on a regular basis. I'm going to get some material out there if you guys will help me grow organically and give me some comments down below so we can all get current together and not even have to be public. Very unsanctioned, very against the 12 traditions, probably against 12 steps, but I don't give a shit any longer about anonymity. I just need to be brutally honest in order to get better. In order to come out of my depression, I need to be brutally honest. And I need to tell people in the world, hey, man, I'm a depressant. I'm a depressed addict. I have a mental illness that I'm trying to recover from. I need to tell people that I drink too damn much and my liver's paying for it. I need to share that brutally, honestly, each and every day of my life to a bunch of people who want to remain anonymous, and that's not me anymore. I want to be out there. I want to know who I'm sharing with, guys. I really do. So, anyway, that's my getting current. It's only 25 minutes of it. You can't dominate a 12-step meeting with 25 minutes, but here you're welcome to, guys. Type as long as you want down below. If you want to subscribe, I would love that, because right now I'm not doing anything but YouTubing, and subscribers matter. I've said screw that in the past because I'm not here to make money, but if you subscribe, we all gain something because what I want to offer is unique, and the niche is this. No one else will allow you the chance to come on here or on a podcast and say how you're feeling truthfully and honestly, without judgment, just like you would at a 12-step meeting. Guys, I don't have any hate. I don't have any judgment for you. We all screw up. I'd say it another way if I wasn't trying to be kind and Christian. But we all screw up. And we all do it regularly, man. And if you are a Christian, you know that we have all fallen short of the glory and the grace. And that's honest. That's honest, man. We just screw up every day. Guys, I'll never heal. I'll never completely recover from sexual addiction because I'm going to lust forever, man. I got too much testosterone running through my body to not see the beautiful girl walking down the street, woman walking down the street. I don't have that problem with girls, so to speak. Thank God. Can you imagine if you didn't ask for it to wake up and find yourself to be a pedophile? I'm not asking for love for a pedophile. I'm saying, can you imagine the pain that person actually feels? Man, I just can't imagine because I can't ever control lust. If I look up and see cleavage, man, my brain goes to hell in a handbasket, and it goes fast. You know, it used to be I saw a half an inch of cleavage, and I was at the stinking strip club, you know, 15 minutes later with $300 cash that I didn't have from the ATM and tucking every bit of it. And I don't do that anymore. And a lot of that's because I share here. Not here, but I share at 12 steps. And that's really what I'm doing. It's definitely unsanctioned. Um, but if you guys could help me out, and eventually we're going to figure out the podcast thing. Zoom's going to improve. I'm going to be able to get some better shots on Zoom. School starts up, I'll be able to work from my desktop instead of my phone. Um, and I'll actually share my phone number because if you guys need someone to walk you, someone to hold your hand, someone to listen, um, that's the service I want to offer to you. I honestly do. So give me a comment down below. Tell me how you're feeling today, man. Share. What kind of sexual addictions are you dealing with right now? What kind of mental illness are you trying to recover from this very minute? This very minute, guys. What's going on in your mind? Go ahead, open up, share with me. I'm not going to give your name. I'm not going to give your number. I'm not going to give your email. Now, I might respond to you because I'm offering my knowledge of the 12 steps. I'm offering my sobriety lesson, my education, what I have learned about every addiction possible. Man, if you're struggling with food right now, comment down below. I'm talking about, I don't know, East Coast time in the United States of America, 4 or 5 o'clock. This very second, guys, I should do this live because someone out there right now is wanting to eat a big old freaking bowl of sugar. There's a Hershey bar that's just burning a hole in their stinking stomach right now, and they can't do it, and they don't want to do it because they have made a poor habit of it. So let me know that you're feeling that way, because that way I know I'm not alone. Because I'd love a big old Hershey bar right now, and I can't do it. Um, you might be walking out of a strip club. You might be walking out of a bar. Guys, I plan on, I go to AA meetings, but I plan on going in and having 2 or 3, um, sorry, neighbors come home, they look at me like I'm crazy. Have you ever seen anybody podcasting or talking on YouTube across the street and wondered, what in the heck are they doing? Well, that's the way they look at me. So if my voice gets low, I'm sorry. I love it. And I really don't care. Guys, I really don't care anymore. What I want to do is support the other lonely people out there. If you're struggling right now to have somebody to talk to, comment down below. If you feel like you don't have a guide, if you feel like spiritual leaders have let you down, try a sponsor. Try me. I will listen honestly. And again, I'm ADHD as all get out, so these things never follow a case because they're all impromptu and raw. I honestly will never edit. I've tried to learn, but it just overwhelms me to edit a piece of film or audit because I'm a perfectionist. If I try cutting one place and I can't get it to the exact millisecond of where I should cut and add in, then I don't like it. And I like it a lot better raw. Um, so so I'm recovering from a lot of addictions, and I'm going to go in and have a couple drinks. And if you want to do that, don't let the church tell you you're an idiot for it. If there's no destructive consequences in your life from drinking or marijuana, even in my opinion. I think there's always destructive consequences for most narcotics, so there's no option. You just have to stop. Um, and Alcoholics Anonymous would kick me out in a heartbeat if they knew I was telling you to enjoy a couple drinks. But if you're an alcoholic and you are sober and dry and remain dry and become angry, um, that's good. That's if you want to stay that sober. But if there's no destruction and having a beer helps you through your day, then I'm going to do it, even though it's not good for my liver. It doesn't lead me specifically, as it does most alcoholics, to a full bottle of Jim Beam tonight. I don't have any desire to do that. Um, But there are behaviors like abstinence from sex with my own wife that I do embrace. So abstinence huge in certain areas. Um, so anyway, I'm just being honest. Today's YouTube, I'm just gonna name it "Hungry, Angry, Lonely, and Tired." Hopefully, I'll get some people who need to comment, who need to talk, who need to chat, and haven't really found a place to be comfortable doing that. Man, I really, guys, I believe, and tell me I'm right, please. Tell me I am right, and I'm not alone. I believe there's a bunch of us that need more friends. I think there's a bunch of us that need a buddy that is not going to lead you astray, but instead try to lead you to a better place, to a place of honesty and sharing. That's spiritual, man. And the guy that wrote the article about showing up at alcoholics meetings and becoming a meeting craver and a meeting addict when he's never even drank a day in his life. Well, that's so true. Because, guys, right here, and I want to share, will do amazing things for your attitude and your spiritual uplifting of yourself. See, by coming out here and telling you guys and showing my face and say, I do this, I've done that, I am this, you know, I'm relieved because I think this camera is hearing me and people out there are understanding me, and I can share what's inside of me. And hopefully that helps others. It doesn't always, but it can. It will at some point. So, guys, share. Share something honest right down below. I'm going to let you go because I am now rambling. Give me some podcast titles. Give me some subject matter that you want me to talk about on the podcast as I interview people. Comment with some. I challenge you to give me unique, brand new interview questions for people, not celebrities, people on the street. Your normal, everyday Joe and Susan on the street. I challenge you to give me unique questions to write for them. And guys, you give the best questions, then we will get some amazing answers. Guys, I don't care how deep it goes. I originally was going to call it sex, politics, and organized religion. All the things you're not supposed to talk about, well, we'll talk about here. I'm not going to name it that, but those are the kind of questions I want to jump on people on the street and say, "Hey, how do you feel about sex?" Or tell me your worst or tell me your best organized religion experience or things like that. But I can't do that without your help, and that's why I'm YouTubing instead of podcasting, because I want all these subscribers and I want all these comments to build a program to put stuff together in the proper order and do it as a 12 stepper and do it as a support and a guide to you guys and get the stuff out there, the content onto a podcast that you want and need on a daily basis. That's all I'm asking for. Guys, I challenge you, communicate today, share with somebody, be honest. Honesty has to be brutal, it has to be raw. You have to tell people exactly how you're feeling and what's on your heart in order to heal. Guys, I'm Cam Bo, and I am out.